At a different park to usual on the way to school today, so just going to fly a little bit before I have to go to class. I'm going to be flying the F-22, which hasn't seen the light of day in a while. Bit of a wonky F-22, you'll notice it has no canopy yet, and those verts aren't quite regulation, and a few other things, but yeah, it is what it is. I built it for a friend who sadly has a very stressful full-time job and hasn't really had a chance to fly it much yet, but I figured why let it sit around gathering dust. Now it's probably the loudest plane I've ever built, because it is a prop-in slot with a fully enclosed prop, as you can see, and that fuselage is kind of like the body of a guitar with the sound hole. She high alphas rather nicely. Oh, she's performing rather well. More stable than I remember. Possibly because I've got her trim a bit nicer. That's hands off. Oh, she is rolling a bit though. Very draggy airframe, so she does need a bit of welly to stay airborne. And she has a bit of a tendency to sit in high alpha, because although her wing is a proper lifting airfoil, her body is just acting like a giant horrible flat plate. Whoop, a little squirrely and inverted. That culvert's pretty legitimate. Minimum radius turn. She's quite fun to fly. Let's do a little inverted run around. She is beautifully stable and inverted with those big old verts. She's actually climbing. Oh, trying to do the old roll and stay inverted, but I gave her a bit too much roll. Pop her out of it. She is really entertaining to fly. And quite docile once you get her at low throttle. But again, yeah, got to watch that angle of attack. She wants to stay in high alpha. Let's see if I can actually get a catch today. Yes, there we go. This one you can't be casual and just snatch it out of the air with one hand unless you're very accurate with the air intakes. I always have to catch her two-handed, which is a bit clumsier, but it works. Now, I'm just curious to see how much battery we've depleted on that brief run, because she is not exactly efficient. The motor's running moderately hot, the ESC's it's gently warm. You'll notice the heat shrink on that is all kind of away from the heat sink. That's because when I did try and make a canopy for this, it completely covered that and damn near fried it, which was a bit foolish. 11.5, there we go. So she empties her tanks pretty quickly, I gotta say. I think the prop slot's a little bit small, and she's so draggy. I mean, look at that big boxy thing. But hey, she is extremely fun. It's fun to do pseudo tail slides. Alright, I should stop sucking the juice and bring her in for a landing and get my lazy behind to school. There we go. One of my rare one-handers. Kind of want to go join the gulls. One more roll, hey. No, where are you going? Hey, 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 hey there. Okay, okay. They don't want to be my friends, eh? Whoa! Nearly planted her on that sharp glide down. Alright. Yes! Awkward way to catch. I smooch the balloon. I pick a non-muddy part of the balloon to smooch. Oh well, good to know she's still functioning well, even if she has the efficiency of a World War I main battle tank. Alright, I got to go. Later, y'all.